What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody?
What's up, everybody? How we doing today?
I'm Mike.
I'm Brian.
And welcome to Buffer Podcast.
Welcome, welcome. You might be wondering why we're doing a Zoom call podcast today. Mike, you want to let the people at home know why and in their cars?
Shed some light on why we're doing this. Um, I was tested positive for COVID-19 on Sunday, about Sunday,
That was like 4 days ago.
yeah, 4 days ago. And so I'm quarantined for 14 days in my house by myself, one blanket, one sheet. Nobody wrote me quarantine.
I mean, I've wrote you a few times. I don't want to hear that. I don't need that negativity.
No, I've actually done have I've had a lot of people reach out, which is really, really cool. I've had
Well,
people come and drop off stuff for me and pick up my groceries, bring me lunch. Uh, like people I haven't heard from in forever, and it's been a real blessing. I mean, due to the circumstances, sucks, but I mean, it's nice to know that how much love and support we have, me and Krista and stuff. But Krista isn't on the same, I guess, isn't feeling the same as I am right now. She's been in the hospital since yesterday.
man, yeah, dude. I saw that she has pneumonia and that's it, right? That's it. You know, she got pneumonia obviously from COVID.
Yeah, she was positive. Uh, she got tested positive as well for COVID, and she's been having trouble breathing with her chest and the symptoms, like with fever. She's had a fever every single day, it seems like. And all this, I guess, just turned into pneumonia. And we were able to get her into the ER already to where we could try to fight it. And she's on oxygen right now. She's been on oxygen for about over a day and a half now.
So what? Okay, so first off, let me ask you this question because I'm pretty sure everyone at home wants to know: how did you get it?
I
What do
don't.
you think?
I keep running around the idea maybe the gym, because that's, I mean, I go to work, so I leave and I go do all the running around, grocery shopping and stuff like that. But she got symptoms before me, and I'm assuming the few places she went to that I know was like the gym or the dollar store. I think she went one time to go get like some small stuff. But
Right.
other than
But
that,
there were
I think,
but there was multiple like places y'all were going to as well, weren't there? Like,
yeah,
you know,
like
there.
we went to Tequila's like a week before that. So, but I guess I can make it to where I don't count those in as well. It's real fuzzy to know where exactly she got it at.
Yeah, well, and that's just scary to think because you really get to thinking about it. I mean, that day y'all were at what Tequila's, Hemingway, Opal's Table. Y'all were like at six different places in one day. You know, the following day y'all were at MJ's soccer game.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
getting in
then
contact
at
with
eight.
people. Yeah, I forgot about
You
this. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so it's that's scary. You know that it's at a point where you were at so many places, yet you don't know where who might have had it that gave it to y'all, or y'all could have contracted it. Which it can go one of two ways. I mean, it could have been that you had gotten it first and you just weren't displaying symptoms and gave it to Krista, or vice versa.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, maybe I'm the one that got it, and then, like, even to this day, like, to where I don't have, as much symptoms. I mean, the only symptoms I have right now are uh, loss of taste and smell. But I mean, like, I opened these up this morning, and I could smell it, and then when I tried one, I could taste it. But that was this morning, and now I can't taste it or smell it.
You can't taste it. Oh, so it like comes and goes.
Yeah.
Wow, man, that's crazy.
I had a friend bring some canes for lunch, and the sauce. I mean, it's pretty good smelling sauce to where you can smell it. Can smell it.
So at this point, why do you even bother having anyone bring you food? Just go get a big old like industrial bag of chicken nuggets and heat it up, and that could be your nutrients, since you can't even taste or enjoy it.
I went to I went to where like even to like if I start laughing I'll have like a cough. But I mean I used to have that
Yeah.
even before this. But anyways, but like yeah, I did it to the test where like I was kind of shocked that I couldn't taste it or smell or anything because I started with the fish sticks. I don't really eat fish sticks. And I was like, these aren't that bad, and then started eating them, and I was like, I was like, these aren't too bad. It tastes pretty good actually, and couldn't even taste them. And then I tried the spicy ketchup. I couldn't taste that. I tried a brownie. Couldn't taste that. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take this a little bit further. And I was like, I don't eat carrots. I don't eat broccoli. I don't eat ranch. And I ate all of those. Didn't even taste anything. And I put a big old scoop of ranch and I didn't even taste it.
You know what, Mike? Go
But
go go
you
get
could
a
order
shot.
me a salad right now. I could be eating a salad and I could finish it. I wouldn't even taste
I bet you'd lose a rough 30 pounds right
it.
now if you
I lost
just did
10 pounds.
that.
I've lost 10 pounds. I got on the scale this morning. I'm at 199.
Dang, I'm so proud of you. Dang, Mike, you was 210.
I know. Well, what the hell?
What? I know.
You
Shit.
said last week.
Don't. That's nuts. Well,
I ain't done
dang,
nothing
Mike.
but PS4 and Xbox.
Mike, what you should do right now for the people at home is go get you a shot glass, pour it full of hot sauce, and take it for the people at home, Mike. Let the people at home see
I,
that you ain't got no feeling in your tongue.
I thought about like doing like a dragon spit shot to myself, like a hold on, um, like a Tabasco shot, just to show I can't taste any,
Yeah.
or something else like um, eat a jalapeno or do something else like that. But I was like, I don't want to risk it. Like I did hot Fritos; those are usually pretty hot for me, and didn't taste nothing.
Man, dude, that's crazy. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
So, really quick, if there's anyone that wants to do anything for you, MJ or Krista, is there anything y'all need? Anything that y'all need help with?
I mean,
Something?
we've been so overwhelmed with like everybody's support and reaching out and their calls and texts and I mean I'm so overwhelmed by it. It's like I don't want to bother anybody, but there are times where like I know before Krista went to the hospital, I was trying to give her like some Alka-Seltzer before trying to do it before she went to bed to try to clear up the congestion she had, and mine was
Yeah.
expired. So I reached out and I was able to get somebody to go to dollar store, and they gave me that plus more. They gave me like Mucinex and stuff for MJ if he ended up getting a cough or something, and and I've gotten like Chris's mom sent us like a care package in the mail, and I got it today, and it had like wipes, disinfectant spray, some hose, vitamins, all kinds of stuff that before I got positive, I made a HEB order, and I got some of that stuff too. I was trying to be ahead of it, just because I knew Krista was coming down with something. I was like, well, I'm gonna get some stuff for MJ just in case he got sick, or I'm gonna get some stuff for me. So I got like what is it? This stuff has been helping me out a lot. I got this one on Amazon, but they sell it at HEB. It's like these cool pads,
Oh, yeah.
and it's actually I want to say it's helped MJ with his fever, controlling it because he did get a fever on Monday morning of like a 102, but since then, I mean been in the 97s, 96s.
Okay, okay. Does he have like a cough or anything?
And
That was my next question was how's MJ, little Mike doing?
I mean, he got tested. He got tested too, which is I mean, unfortunate, but it was funny because he had to do the same swab that everybody else is doing too. And I got a video of that one of him getting tested. And what was it? He just had that fever, and he woke up with a cough like on Saturday or Sunday morning. He woke up with a cough, and then Monday he had a fever, and and it was kind of working like step by step. Like Krista woke up with a fever, and then 2 days later I woke up with a fever, and then 2 days later MJ woke up with a fever, kind of thing, you know. But
Yeah.
I mean, me and MJ have been good since then, like since Monday morning, I guess. Me for me, Saturday morning. Other than just like I said, my loss of taste and smell, but he's been he's been roughing it out in his room, being isolated himself. I have it to where I have a humidifier in there, uh, germ killer. I was able to get some like disinfectant Lysol type. So it's not
Yeah.
Lysol, but it's something like Lysol. But I Lysol his bed whenever he's in the bath. I take him a bath with my mask on, with gloves on. Uh,
Whole hazmat suit.
Pretty much. I mean, if I didn't have one, you know, I probably would do that too. But now at this point, it's like, uh, when do you go get retested? You know, like I haven't had a fever since Saturday, and then he hasn't had a fever since Monday. So it's like, when's the point?
So
When can
so
you get
from
tested?
from my understanding, it's 3 days after you don't have a fever to go get yourself retested to see if you test positive or negative.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but man,
I don't know.
I don't.
It's so blurry right now, and to where it's like who you hear one thing and then you hear something else. Like they're so uh, confusing with like the nurses. Like when we were trying to get Chris to sing, I was like, "Well, we're not seeing anybody with symptoms," and we'd call 6-8 nurse. Like, yeah, y'all need to go to ER right now. We get to the ER, and like, no, it's not that critical. Just go home, get Tylenol. So I don't
Is
know.
that what the is that what they were telling her whenever you were trying to get her in there for pneumonia?
Yeah, well, see, we went Sunday, and she had the same symptoms that she did whenever she went her second time, and they didn't want to see her. And that second time, she went early in the morning, and they saw her because they actually took blood from her from her wrist, from her artery, and it showed her oxygen was at like 89 or 88, and like the lowest it can be is 90 to be seen in the ER. So that was scary, and it was even scarier is because like she's in the hospital where everybody is sick at right now, and then once she gets
Yeah.
discharged, and like even the first time she came back from the hospital. She came through the garage. I had her stripped down in the garage. I sprayed everything in the garage and made her put all her clothes in the washer, and um, I was like, "You go straight to the shower, go take a shower, and then we go straight to the guest room." So like right now, I'm in the main bedroom, she's in the guest room, and MJ's in his room. And at first, I was in the guest room. I was closer to MJ, but she was saying it was too cold in our bedroom, and it's like a sauna in the guest room for some reason. And it was helping her, but she was still getting chills in there, which was weird.
So, what advice would you give to someone at home? You know, people that are still going out, people that are still trying to live their normal not life, which you know obviously eventually we're gonna have to go back to normal. But right now during this pandemic, what would you say to those people?
Just to be safe, honestly. I mean, I'm on the side of living life too, but I mean, this kind of stuff hits home, it's kind of like, you know, honestly, it's like you got to take it serious now. I mean, I'm not saying I wasn't before or was or anything, because I'd wear my mask sometimes, but I know now since it's like rising, a lot of businesses are mandating that you wear a mask. But I mean, it makes a difference because I mean, hell, if I was wiping down everything like I am now, disinfecting everything I am now, maybe I could have stopped, something. But I'll never know. And now that we do got it, you just gotta fight it and keep going forward. But like for people that are still going out, I guess, like I said, just be safe. But um, I mean, you still want to live your life. I mean, I'm still on, like I said, that side. I don't want to be in fear, but I mean, this thing is
But
real.
I mean, even then, it's okay to be in fear. I mean, look at what state Krista got into, like I wouldn't want, my wife or anyone else that I know, to get to that state, man. And thoughts and prayers with your wife and your family, man, because it's a very scary time and everything. But
It's real
you
awful
know,
what we're going through right now. And then, like I said, nobody knows what to take, what to do. Like, I mean,
yeah,
all we've been taking is Tylenol. And like, even whenever I got my results back after I got tested, it's like the nurse even said, just take Tylenol. I mean, there's not a cure, right? There's not a vaccine. There ain't nothing for it.
well, and there's not anything like a Theraflu or anything. So that's like the really shitty part about this whole thing
Kind of
is,
like you take something, if it works for you, then keep taking it, kind of thing. Like I can
yeah,
take Tylenol for like a headache or something, but I mean that's just Tylenol. But like with Krista, I know she was taking Tylenol. She took Excedrin. She took uh, Mucinex. She was taking them, all these, and they weren't working for her.
yeah.
And she's at the
I think it,
hospital, and it still ain't working for her.
yeah. So, any idea how much longer she's gonna be in there?
I know. I talked to her earlier today, and she was still having trouble breathing. I think she's at like a 95 on her oxygen level. Um, they want to discharge her either tomorrow or Saturday, and but I mean, she woke up with a fever this morning, so they'll
Yeah.
probably keep her there till Saturday. And then talking to the discharge lady, she was like, uh, "Do y'all have oxygen stuff at home, like equipment?" I was like, "No." I was like, we never done this or been through this.
I mean,
Thankfully,
it's not.
thankfully,
And
whenever oh, go ahead.
no, no, I was gonna say. I mean, y'all are both relatively healthy people. I
Yeah,
mean,
I was
there's
like,
no
we never
need.
had done this. Yeah. Thankfully, I mean, like I said, I was trying to play it safe and thinking ahead. Whenever I got tested, the nurse prescribed me an inhaler and something for a cough. Which, like I said, I only have like a cough once I'm waking up, like trying to clear my throat or something. But I had her. I was thinking about MJ, thinking of like how he would be able to work with this, and I had them prescribe him a breathing machine, like a nebulizer, which
Yeah.
they ended up having to use and stuff like that. But I mean, other than that, it's like you're kind of just waiting to play its course.
Yeah. Well, there you have it, folks. From the horse's mouth.
Ugh.
That's 2 weeks in a row, and unfortunately, we both hate having to bring these kinds of episodes in. Like,
Oh yeah, I was
it's
hoping
not.
get into something new. I wanted to debate with you. I wanted to fight against you, and
I know we were told we agree too much with each other, and and
we had
unfortunately, that's kind of what
plans.
happens. Do what?
So we had plans on what to argue about.
Yeah. Yeah, we were really planning on bringing in some extra guests, and we had some people reach out to us and tell us that we agree too much and that we don't have enough controversy between us two. So I'll start making fun of Mike's small hands and everything.
Talking about my sponsors, I was actually bringing it up to myself. Okay, we had some stuff that dropped off, like gloves and wipes and all this other kinds of stuff. Well, these gloves don't fit, and I'm telling myself, I'm like, all right, I do have small hands, but what size are these gloves? These gloves are size medium. And I'm like, my hands got bigger during quarantine.
Well, to be completely honest with you, you look a little swollen.
Well, it's I have a lot of hair around here, so that's what's
Well,
starting up
no,
with.
well, that was a comment that I wanted to make to you in general. Like, I saw Krista's Snapchat, and y'all both just look like y'all, swollen. Like, so I was just like, you know, is that an effect of COVID, or is that just of the medicine that they're just pumping, her and whatever you're taking?
I don't know. I didn't really notice. I don't look at myself that much.
Oh well,
I mean, hell, I shaved my beard off just that way, just the idea of
you know, you know,
germs.
we, you know what else you should do is shave your head.
Nah, I ain't doing that.
You should. Let's make a bet right now. If the Mavs win the title, I'll shave my head. If they don't, you shave your head.
See, I mean, it would be an idea if like I was in I'd honestly think about doing all that just because of germs and stuff. Like I was thinking once I was like taking MJ baths and I'd have my mask on, I'd be talking to him like, sit down or stand up, and they say
Mm-hmm.
like droplets, you know,
Yeah.
or what kind of passes it. But the
Yeah.
mask is what's stopping it. But I was thinking once I take off my mask, all those germs are still, on my face and stuff.
Well, next time what you should do is just leave a space for your mask and leave, everything else like,
Oh yeah,
with the beard. Have some mean old mutton chops.
I was thinking about just leaving the stash in there, having a quarantine stash. But
Yeah.
no, I mean,
Well,
I've adapted, adjusted from
yeah.
what we've been able to do after my positive test. Like, um, I've been able to order some stuff off Amazon still, get it delivered to my house.
Yeah.
Some things I'd say before everybody starts going crazy again is make sure you have a thermometer, some Vicks,
Oh, definitely.
some wipes, gloves, disinfectant if you can find it anywhere, um, some masks. I actually ran out of masks, and
Really?
yeah, I ordered some off HEB's curbside thing, and they only gave me like 10 masks, and I use those blue plastic masks, and
Okay, I got you.
if I cough into one, I just throw that one away and I get a new one
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But you don't really think about these things until it starts getting
You're
serious.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah. See, the whole time, my wife's been pretty paranoid about it. And we have disinfectant. Well, we're actually running low on disinfectant. I actually got this one at the dollar store. I don't know if it's gonna, load up there, but this one's the dollar store brand, and it was a whole dollar. We have my mother-in-law gave us some Clorox wipes, and we've been just kind of dealing with all the stuff that all the stuff that's just been kind of given to us throughout. Because I mean, I can't find any of this.
yeah,
I've gone to the stores and try to find it, and I understand there's people out there that are like super paranoid and are trying to hoard it, but there's people out there that really need it, like you and anyone with COVID. I saw a thing on the trading post that they had a garage sale,
hmm
and the whole garage sale they had like packs of Clorox wipes and Germex and all this stuff like set up on a table, and I was like, geez, man, like these are the kind of people that you know ruin it for the rest of us. The people that actually have the issues that do need to get this stuff. I
yeah.
just don't understand.
Like before I got positive and stuff, um, I had ran to Walmart just to get some uh, stuff, and I went early in the morning, like right maybe 30 minutes after they opened the door, and there was 12. They had just put out 12 cans of disinfectant spray, and I could have grabbed all 12. They didn't have a limit of nothing, but thinking of the others, and I only grabbed three, and those three are gone. So now I'm like, I should have done that. Do you hear that? Those notifications?
Yes, I hear them. They're very loud and clear.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Not positive notifications, and that's just people, checking up and everything. I've had people from that I haven't talked to in like over 5 years reach out,
Well,
willing to
that's good.
do stuff. So that's another thing too. Is like I was kind of skeptical about putting it out there that we did have Corona and stuff like that, but uh, the turn back on it was awesome.
Yeah.
I just need
Well,
some help.
even then, I mean, it was better that you put it out there and kind of let it be known because, within the last 2 weeks, maybe there was someone that came in contact with you that either A had it and could tell you and be like, oh, you know what, Mike, that might have been us. We tested positive a couple, days later, or anyone that you were around,
Think of it.
could have had it or something, so it's probably better that you guys did come out and say something. I know the skepticism was getting to you, but it's better for it to be out there, because now everyone in our friend group went and got tested. Everyone in our friend group freaked out, like
What the hell? It was like honestly, I was like, whenever I got tested, I was like, I don't feel like I got it. I was like, it just feels like a cold, honestly.
Yeah.
And
But as you can see, it affects people differently. Like, look, you're over here fine, but your wife's in the hospital with pneumonia, you know?
yeah, it's
And there's people out there with worse, you know? So it's
crazy.
like,
Well, hell,
it just,
I heard somebody like 30 years old or whatever passed away in Odessa with it.
yeah, 31.
Yeah, I'm like, it's crazy how it affects people differently.
Yeah, man. It's really, it's really depressing. And man, like I said, I don't wish this upon anyone. Just from what I've seen from you, you know, and your family, like that's just very unfortunate. And I wish you guys nothing but the best. And I really hope, you know, y'all both make recoveries and everything, you
Um,
know, soon and everything. You know, granted, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm probably not gonna see y'all for the rest of the year.
I wouldn't. That's what I was gonna say too. Like I wouldn't uh, think like we would take take this and like unserious. What's the word? Not seriously. To where
Yeah,
as soon as we recover from it, like, oh, let's go back out or whatever. I think we're gonna freaking hold it down to all this goes over. It's like, of course, there's like things to where we'd want to go to Dallas now, and like my sister had, she was gonna have a gender reveal graduation party in August, and now that she heard about us, she just wants to make it virtual now. You know, and like it
yeah.
affects a lot of people once somebody that has it or stuff like that.
Well, it's crazier whenever it hits closer to home, and that's the thing. Like, you know, you're my best friend and everything, and you know, for me to be seeing this firsthand, man, it's scary as hell. Like,
Like I
you
wouldn't
know,
have even imagined it. We were just freaking talking about it last week. You know,
yeah,
we're all freaking interviewing, COVID interview, and now, not even a week later, I got it, and it's like, what the hell?
yeah. And guys, really quick, I do want to make this put this out there. You know, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, anything you want to talk about with COVID or have any questions, you know, feel free to reach out to us on the buffer page with your questions about, you know, what symptoms are going on with you or, you know, if you think you've got it or how we got tested or anything. And we'll discuss that this episode too, kind of give you guys the process of the testing that went on because I know, you know, your wife did. She got tested, but her results were, you know, weren't the instant test. Me and my wife got the instant test and everything. But I just want to make sure that everyone out there has the information, you know, from us as to what you have to go through the testing process, and once you have COVID, you know what symptoms, you know, you're displaying and everything.
Yeah,
So
that's one cool thing too. Like, I mean, not cool, but that I have it is like now I know how it feels or what to do or what can you do, who do you go call or who do you see, that kind of thing. So now I'm more informed on it.
right.
Done a lot of
So
more research on it too.
So, and you know, one thing that I didn't get was so whenever me and Kiara went and got tested Monday, Sunday after I found out that you had tested positive, I got sent home from work. It's like 3 o'clock, and they told me go home, go get tested, and don't come back until you get a negative result.
Mhm.
So I went and got tested Monday, and it was the biggest hassle. Like I called all these places Sunday, and they're like, "Oh, we can't see you until tomorrow."
Yeah,
Um, we offer three different kinds of tests. We don't do the instant test here. We do, we don't. Then finally, you gave me the name to your place, which was Vital Care here in Midland. You know, make sure if you're going to go get, you know, a coronavirus test, you ask these questions first as far as, you know, what test do y'all give and everything. Me and Kiara opted to go for the quick test just because, A, it was holding me back from going to work, and B, we just had to know because, you know, she is 5 months pregnant. So, you know, we got the test. It took, they say it takes 15 minutes. It took us 2.5 hours, 3 hours almost, just from the initial. We got there. We let them know we were there. Gave my information, and you know, paid. And then from the initial time that the doctor came and swabbed us. By the way, guys, this is what happens. So, a doctor will come to your car. They will tell you to remove your mask. We were wearing masks, and they will shove a Q-tip so far up your nose it
Right.
almost feels. Do what?
It's right there, maybe.
Nah, it goes way farther back. I felt it almost behind my eyeball. So
Uh-huh.
yeah. So, but the way that it feels is, and this is the best way that I can describe it. I guess it varies from person to person, but to me, it felt like a bunch of water rushing through your nose. You know, whenever you're in a pool and you're trying to do one of those headstands. That was the best. That was the best way to describe it. And not only that, they hold it in there for about 5 seconds, and then they're twisting it around. I mean, you feel it, man. It's crazy. And from that, after that, it probably did take about 2 hours. No, not 2 hours. 30 minutes for the doctor to come back and tell us, our results. We had another physician come and ask us, "Hey, what symptoms are you displaying?" Which we kind of just told him. I mean, we had, nasal drippage and, kind of like a sore throat. That's what freaked me and Kiara out was, we have allergies, but, the allergy symptoms are COVID symptoms. So it's like, you don't know.
Mhm.
So yeah, but after we got that initial, negative and everything, they're like, yeah, just go get some allergy medicine. That'll clear up whatever you guys are going through.
Mhm.
But yeah, guys, if y'all have any questions as far as getting tested and everything, make sure you reach out to us if you have any questions. Mike, I know MJ got tested. You said that earlier in the podcast. Was it the same process?
Same thing. They came to the back window. He removed his mask. They did the same Q-tip that I used. Tried to go as far as they could up there. Then they took his. They put the thing on his finger. I don't know if it's blood pressure or oxygen, or I can't remember. And
It's to it's
I think it's
pulse.
oxygen. Oh,
Maybe. I think it's to monitor your pulse.
okay, one of those. And then they did his
Actually,
blood.
give me a second. Let me go get my papers real quick. I can tell you everything.
I know they
If
yeah, that's something on the papers. And then they do his vitals to where they check his temperature and everything. But yeah, other than that, it's like I've had a handful of people reach out and ask me uh, what to expect or what kind of symptoms I had and how I felt, and I'm more than happy to share my journey and share what I've gone through with everybody. So if y'all have any questions or if y'all are curious about anything, y'all can send me a DM or send Buffer a DM, however y'all want to do it. Or if y'all have me on social media, y'all can ask me. But yeah, I went to the Vital Care in Odessa because I went on Sunday because they were the only ones that had the rapid test. Now Midland, I think, has the rapid test. They've had it since Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, make sure
I
wherever
think
you're at.
I mean it goes off your insurance. You said you paid what
I
70?
paid 75 a person, and Krista said you guys paid what 40 a
I
person?
paid 40. Yeah, I
40
know
a person or 40 total?
40 a person.
Oh, okay.
And then I know like at Signature Care, uh, they didn't have the rapid testing, and they were trying to. I had a appointment for like Wednesday at 2 o'clock in the morning. I was like, I might wait until then, you know. Hell,
Yeah,
it would have been just yesterday, and I would have had it for 3 days, you know, still doing whatever I was doing.
yeah. Well, Mike, I'm glad to see that at least you're chugging along and you're doing good, and hopefully we can hopefully soon. Well, not soon. Probably I don't even know when, man. This
Probably be
just
doing
keeps.
a lot of these Zooms.
Yeah. We might end up taking a break again. We don't know. I mean, it just depends how everything goes and
Very
everything. But
blind, you know.
do what?
So it was very blindsided. It hit us
Yeah.
blindsided to where it's like, you know, you got the July 4th holiday coming up, and yeah,
You know, it's
you want to do stuff, and then you know it's kind
yeah.
of
Oh, and it's crazy to think we haven't done. This is the first July 4th we haven't gotten together in what, like 7 years.
yeah, it's been I mean, nice little.
We nor almost every 4th of July we would always get together, at Brittany's dad's house, or just us. I think I have a picture of you and me, like in our like U.S. tank tops on a 4th of July here at my house.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was like 6 years ago. Almost want to say. Um, but
It's,
yeah,
it sucks, but as long as we get over this, and I mean that's talking about everybody too. I know people that got positive too, and they're going through their own situations. I'm just lucky enough mine aren't as critical or as bad. And I mean, I knock on wood, hope nothing comes up from that to where tomorrow something else comes new. But like with Krista, it was like every day was something new. She'd wake up with chills, or wake up with a fever, wake up with a cough, wake up with chest pains, a headache. She was one day, now she can smell and eat, but she couldn't. She lost her smell and the taste one day. So she's just getting a taste of everything.
yeah, yeah.
So it's a little difficult trying to adjust. And then like right now it's just me and MJ at home, and I'm just trying my best to stay safe, stay clean around him. I know he just tried to come in here, and my biggest pet peeve is don't like everything right here is corona to me, to where don't even touch the door. And I have to try to explain to him because he's only 4. It's like we're sick, but we're sick, meaning like don't come out of your room because then you'll get sick. But I mean, he's got his iPad, his phone, his TV, his toys, everything. And I mean, I have him on the baby monitor while I'm watching him, and I have it set up to where I gave him my old phone, and I put a lot of movies on there, and I put a house party app, and that's what's been helping us a lot. Like all my siblings and my parents and Chris's parents and everybody have house party. So if he wants to video like FaceTime somebody, then he'll just click their name, or everybody's been calling him, and it's like
Yeah.
timing him, and then you can get all these other people on there too. So what was it like when Krista was in the hospital the first time? I had a house party with all my sisters and my mom and stuff, and we were all just playing the little games that they have on there. So that's always cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, it's been a new experience. Not the
So
best.
so that was that's another question I wanted to ask you. How are your like Krista's parents and your parents like reacting to this whole COVID positive and everything that you guys are going through?
Well, I know. I mean, not only just parents, but everybody's all asking about Mikey and how he got tested negative, and how you know, how he's still here. And my thing is, I mean, I know my parents want to come and pick him up and take him away, but at the same time, I don't know if he's more of like what I've read is that they don't get the symptoms like we do, to where they like actually transfer it. To where if my
Yeah.
dad picked him up, I'm scared that he could get the symptoms and MJ would still be MJ. So
Right.
I've encouraged everybody that I've talked to try to go get tested. And even if I haven't even seen you or anything, just to know, just to for your knowing that you do or don't have it. Because like I said, I felt fine this weekend. I had like I said, just that little cough, and I mean, they said I was positive.
Yeah.
But they've been real helpful. They've called and texted, I think morning and night. I know I have a group text with my mom on there, to where every 2 hours I'll text her my temp reading and MJ's temp reading, just to let her be knowledgeable about it. And it works for me too, because I can go back and see what time I took last temperatures and what it was and stuff like that, like a nice little
Yeah.
trace back thing or whatever. But yeah, everybody's praying, and especially for Krista and everything right now. But like I said, if anybody has questions or anything, they can reach out to me or even to you. Like you said, you got tested too and everything.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
but
guys, that's one thing, and once we fill out the description and everything, we'll put that in there to we want to make sure that everyone feels comfortable reaching out to us and give you the information. This is firsthand, and unfortunately, like I said, Mike, you and your family have to go through it, and for that, I really hope that y'all are both okay, and that everyone makes a good recovery.
I'm sorry, I was just going off the you knows.
Oh, oh, you
Positive.
know, you know.
Yeah,
uh,
that's something I wanted to talk about too. If this being, I wanted to make it like a big July 4th episode, and of like Cam Newton going to the Patriots, and all these new
I
NFL
know.
players getting COVID, and the Epstein wife or girlfriend got arrested.
Just today, man. Today, I know. There's a
So
lot.
but I mean, I just want to dedicate this episode to my wife, and make sure or see if everybody can send their prayers. Continue to pray for her, uh, and for myself as well, because like how my mom says, I'm not out of the woods yet or anything
Yeah.
like that. So I say I don't have any symptoms, and like I said, Corona can come back tomorrow and do something. And, I don't know.
Well, we'll stay with you, Mike, and follow the journey and everything, and make sure we document everything that's going on with you, just so that everyone understands and knows, and sees what happens with this disease. So we'll just keep updating the buffer page. Hopefully next week we can do something a little different. We'll do a segment. Probably starting off with how Mike, you and your family are doing, and
Hopefully next
we'll
week I
dive.
don't got it no more, and we're all back to normal, and you know,
Yeah, or maybe, yeah, hopefully something.
hopefully.
Yeah, but I don't know, Mike. What else you got?
Nothing, but I mean, did you hear me cough at all?
Once. It's okay. It's okay. Even the best men cough.
It's getting better.
Well, all right, Mike. I guess let's go ahead and wrap it up. And guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in to this episode of the Buffer Podcast. Sorry
Sorry
that,
about Corona again, but
yeah, it's good that we keep you guys updated and everything. And this is a firsthand experience. And like I said, all of y'all, please make sure you feel comfortable to reach out and let us know with any questions that you have, comments, concerns, or anything.
yeah, don't forget to follow and like and subscribe on all our social media platforms. And if y'all would like to reach out to Krista, y'all can come through Buffer. If you know her personally, you can DM her and everything like that, and just send your thoughts and prayers to her. With that being said, I mean, like Brian's saying, just keep sending your questions if y'all are concerned about anything, or if you feel like you have a cold and you want to know something about it. I'm not saying I'm a doctor or that I beat it already. I'm just saying I might have something similar that could help, or my advice or whatever.
And guys, let's be patient. Let's quit going out for a little bit.
Be
It
safe.
Let's be safe. This is really scary right now. Especially I can't even imagine, Mike, what you're going through with your wife in the hospital. So guys, let's just make sure. Let's stay home.
Use
If you're
curb
gonna order out from,
what you
use
can.
curbside, use DoorDash, for your food. Do whatever you can. Don't go out. There's no need. I know we all miss it. I'm number one. I miss DJing so much. I miss, just being able to sit down in a bar, restaurant, whatever. And I know, I went to a couple places, once it opened up. But guys, let's just wait, okay? Let's wait. Let's make sure, because you don't want to be in the same position that Mike is in right now, okay, guys? So with that being said, love you guys,
Be safe.
uh, and don't do drugs.
Peace.
Peace.